This is the funnest night ever!
Yeah, quit yanking our anuses!
Two people get together, do something social, have a few drinks, yada yada yada.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
Welcome to Two Brothers. Let's get into it. I am Alberto.
I am... Okay.
And we recorded these past few episodes. We've been very critical about the comic book industry with certain practices they've been doing. Fucking what's been going on with the MCU.
Thanks for reminding me. Go ahead. Keep going.
And look, we don't want to seem like just we're on soapboxes all the time, but we gotta get some things off our chest. I swear we'll talk about cool shit later on or whatever, but this is gonna be another follow up to our what's going on with video games discussion we had.
And I'm going to throw this in here. Just a tiny bit of what's going on in comics, and I'll bring that in a minute.
So we're gonna be doing that.
Okay.
Just so people know, you don't have to take this opinion seriously. This is just us, just fucking, getting shit off our chest on another episode of Two Brothers.
But we'll make it fun, okay, guys? Believe me with this. Here we go.
So what do you... I know you're the reason why you wanted to make this episode, because you've got some shit.
Don't you?
I'm going to talk some shit too, but you have some shit off your chest too.
All right.
That you want to
Let me start this rant, okay? Then we'll get to the good stuff, because I know there's some good stuff in what happened in these past days.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Game Fest, so we will talk
it's
about
going
that
to be
too.
About the game Summer Fest that just happened.
All that stuff.
But
when you're hearing this, it'll be later, so go ahead.
Well, but by this time we're recording. Here we go. All right, listen to my rant. Here we go.
All right, go ahead. You have the floor.
I have the floor. Okay. Today was Xbox Showcase.
Also, we're talking about that, not the comic book thing yet?
Which one you want to start with?
I don't know. This is you. This is all you right now. Whatever you want to...
Damn, I both feel hot right now. This one's kind of a little bit. The comic book,
ramp up.
So
let's ramp up to all the...
Here we go. Then I'll give you. You can chip in later. All right, let's talk about the comics. I've been seeing a lot of stuff in the Twitter sphere.
You're not on Twitter, so
on TikTok. Okay. And a lot of people are talking about what's going on right now with my boy, my favorite character in the Marvel Universe.
The Punisher?
The Punisher.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's the character you're going to talk about. I don't know what you're going to talk about, though.
You know. I sound like Ice Cube there.
I know. Audiences don't know. So honestly, I may have forgotten. I don't know either. So.
There have been rumors at first that the Punisher was going to get a rebrand or a different symbol for the Punisher. That was the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Jason Aaron did his run right now, at first it was like a slow burn, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
He gave you little by little in each issue of what's going on.
Yep. And
to be honest, I don't know. I'm still digesting what I read by him. I'm kind of happy, or not. I'm curious of where it's going with the Punisher now.
Okay.
So what people don't know, let me do a quick recap. Jason Aaron did his 12-issue run of the Punisher, where he's the leader of the Hand, and he did it in exchange to bring back his family, just his wife, I guess. He didn't bring back his kids.
That's kind of okay. Go ahead.
And the whole thing is about him letting go of his past and becoming
starting new. Everything. I get it. Yeah.
And the reason why they're doing this is because, and I agree, and what I've been reading, is that the Punisher lately has been attracting fucking, I want to put in my words, fucking dickheads who take his symbol and use it in the wrong way.
Right.
Conservative
not to get too political.
cops. You know, yeah,
But,
stuff
you know,
like that.
There's certain people, certain individuals that will use this shit.
And it's kind of fucked up. I don't want to like. It's the same way how. It's the same way how people use the American flag nowadays. You know, I heard people that can't, like, put one in their front yard to represent what it really means. You know, that they're proud to be here.
Yeah.
And all that. But now that if you have an American flag in your car, in your house, they think you're that
kind of guy, that kind of person.
Yeah, so
those kinds of views.
Now that's how people are using the Punisher's symbol now. You know?
Yeah. It's to put it lightly, they're using it in a way that was not intended to be used. Let's just leave it at that. It's not, you know.
And I agree with the people that brought it on. Like, you motherfuckers don't understand who the Punisher is. Then if you use a symbol,
I think even Punisher agrees. John Bernthal, who was the actor of the Punisher on Netflix, had brought that up too. I don't remember what he said, but he also spoke against that too, about the symbol and what it means and all that shit. So that essentially you shouldn't be looking at the Punisher for like a source of inspiration. He's not a good guy.
No.
You know, he's a bad person. It's just that what he does is basically just fucking exterminate the bad people on Earth, and he does it in a way that a lot of people won't agree with.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't agree with, but you have to understand where he's coming from. That sort of thing.
Yeah. So, damn, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, you know, I agree with that too. Like his symbols being used, you know, and it's being associated with Marvel comics and all this shit.
Yeah.
And for me, the Punisher was. I don't want to get into it, you know, but he became one of my favorite, you know, moral characters because of what he stand for and what he did. You know, like you said, he takes matters in his own hands, and a lot of superheroes don't see it his way, and that's why I feel
like he's one of the only characters in Marvel that a lot of people will read his comic books and feel a sense of like gratification. Like we wish we could do those things if we were in those positions where we could, like, because he does it to people who fucking deserve it. And you read the comic books and you feel like, fuck yeah, like he got those fucking pricks, you know? Like it makes you feel like you could feel a little bit like at ease. Almost like it kind of same way like when you play Grand Theft Auto and you can fucking do whatever you want. Reading a Punisher comic book kind of lets you in a safe way kind of read through how someone like you would approach that. Even though like I wouldn't fucking do it. You know, you wouldn't kill fucking people, but it's like to have a character that does that is very fascinating, and I think it taps into what a lot of people kind of have. That little, like, they have a little bit of Punisher in them too. But you can like freely and safely read it through these comic books. I think that's what a lot of people connect with the Punisher with.
So
at least my opinion.
And at the same time, where was I? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like you were saying, a lot of people see the Punisher as like an anti-hero, or he's not a good guy, or whatever.
Neutral.
He's a neutral guy.
Yeah, he's his own person. You know what I'm saying?
But he can't like discard the people that wrote for the Punisher. At the same time, you know, like Garth Ennis is the Max run is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, a huge source of inspiration for damn near everything you see on for like Punisher movies. TV shows. It's Garth Ennis.
Yeah,
you know, he's a big influence on that.
And I think Jason Aaron did a run too of Max. It's the other one, I guess. They rebranded it again. Remember? And he became War Machine for a while, like stuff like that. Those are great fucking stories to read. You know. So what I'm getting to is like. Also, like I said, people don't like his new symbol. Like you seen it?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't like. It doesn't bother me. It's fine. You know.
But how I read the new one that we're just talking about, and I don't know. Like I think they're really gonna rebrand. Because in the end of the issue, like I told you, like he doesn't call himself the Punisher anymore.
Yeah.
He calls himself Frank Castle.
Yeah.
And there was a letter that Jason Aaron wrote to the fans and people who read it. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think he's going to call himself the Beast.
Okay.
You know, because he still has that power of the hand.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think about how, even in Marvel's, like in the comics, they decided to go this route because of what's going on and how they're using the symbol of the Punisher and stuff like that. At first, I was kind of pissed off because like I love his old symbol, don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people are taking his
ideology.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Like what he
that's
does,
what I was going to. Like the people like who use that as I don't want to. Like cops and those type of people, like
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But he's against all that you guys do, right?
Yeah.
Like after what happened to him and stuff like that, he's not like with the law anymore. He does shit in his own.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to the whole thing, right? Like it's just he's not someone that people should aspire to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Breaking Bad, with Walter White. It's like this guy is not a good human being, but you understand what he does and why he does it, and that's what makes him such a fascinating character, you know? Because it Walter White, you can kind of see yourself like, if I were in a similar position, I might have done a similar thing. It's about taking that person and bringing him into the darkness, and that's what they did with Frank Castle, with the Punisher. So it's not someone you should aspire to be. And I think a lot of people took that shit way too literally with the symbol and like.
All right, fuck it.
That those kinds of people.
I'm gonna say why he's my favorite. Okay, and it's personal to me. Personal. You know this. We lost an uncle of ours. He was like my godfather. He was murdered, and it hit all of us. And at the time, seeing how it affected everyone in our family and stuff, I was kind of lost in a way, because like I said, he was my favorite out of all our uncles.
Messed up, dude.
No, because he was like
he
was down to earth. He was cool, you know.
Yeah, he was a beautiful human being.
Yeah,
if there ever was one, for sure.
And I was angry that they took that from us, our favorite person. And it was around the time when Thomas Jane's Punisher came out, and that's how I got introduced by the Punisher, and how he dealt the same way too. And he lost his family, and that's what any human being would do too. Like if someone took something, like you would do the same. Like you get revenge, basically.
Yeah.
But seeing that film and that, in a way, I was. It sounds stupid because I was just a kid, but in a sense, I kind of felt lost in a way, because I was also angry, and I was like thinking the same.
So you found a way to kind of channel that.
I would challenge that, and I would say like he's strong because of that.
Yeah,
I would think that as a kid, like, if he dealt with it, I can deal with it too. Like,
but the other thing too is that like it serves as an example of why vengeance isn't kind of the way, right?
Yeah.
Because Punisher is in this like endless cycle of just always in this one man crusade of just killing every single fucking bad person on Earth, and it comes from just them taking his family.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get all these fucking issues, all these arcs, just because of that one incident. And it's like, does he become a better person because of that? Is he better for it? Like, he's not. And neither would you if you were to pursue something like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the kind of the point of the Punisher. It's like, you can read these as much as you want, and you can feel a sort of sense of like relief because of like a catharticism from reading those comic books. But just know that that's not something that you should do. You know, it's like an example of that. So
okay, now going back to the comics. How do you feel? How do you feel his rebrand?
I'm okay with it, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like of all the characters in the Marvel universe, I mean, there's been a lot of them that have gotten rebrands, like makeovers and shit. The Punisher, I feel like I think it's time to sort of hang up that moniker of the Punisher. So many fucking years, decades really, of comic books. It's all still there. It's all preserved for people who want to read them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not taking that away. You know, it's still there. But I think it's time to introduce a new Frank Castle. And I feel like I think the character would want that. I know he's a fictional character and everything, but like, I think for him to finally have a sort of sense of like peace. I want to say peace, right? But like, you know, it's his war's over.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be the Punisher anymore. In fact, he doesn't want to be. And I was like, that's fucking great. And every great story needs to have an end. And this one does have a good end.
No, and I feel that too. Like you said, even though he's a fictional character and all that, but you're right. I've been reading a lot of Max Payne. I've been reading a lot of
Max Payne too.
like the run of Garth Ennis's Max comics, and you get a sense of that too. Like you're saying like he wants to let that go, but at the same time he feels like he has a mission to do to eliminate every fucking bad guy, you know. But like now think about it. He's been the same fucking character since he was introduced, you know, with his backstory and all that. It hasn't changed.
He's the antithesis of like Batman. You know, you can read Batman comic books and like love it because of what Batman represents, but there's some people who are gonna like want Batman to have ended fucking Joker. Well, there's a comic book for you. It's called The Punisher. You can read those comic books. Like,
you got a crossover with the Batman.
I feel like that's at the surface level. That's why everyone loves the Punisher, right? It's because you got Captain America or Superman, like the goody two shoes Boy Scout, and then you got a guy who's willing to deal with the problem with the fucking shotgun. You know?
Yeah.
Like that to me is fucking cool. And then, but beneath that, there's obviously more to it. And that's what we were talking about. But yeah, like it's good to finally have like a fitting end for that character. It reminds, and honestly, it does. You brought it up a second ago. It does remind me of Max Payne, because in the end of Max Payne 3, that was like a good send off for that character.
Yeah,
he can ride off into the sunset now. Like, he did everything he had to do. He didn't have to be pulled back into it anymore. You know, and it's the same thing with the Punisher. Like, he can ride off into the sun. At least that character can can go off into the sunset, and Frank Castle can just be Frank now. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Now, how let's see how long it fucking lasts. But
that is true.
Because Marvel loves to always bring things back, and like, because Iron Man's always gonna be fucking Iron Man, no matter how many times they try to
kill him or
change him or whatever. I feel like with the Punisher, please stick with it. You know, unless it's really bad and you guys fuck it up somehow.
Like I said, if it's Jason Aaron, like, still continuing, like to do this rebrand of the Punisher / the Beast, that he's might pick up that moniker. Yeah, he's in good hands. But if it's someone else, then
we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it honestly, like Chip Zdarsky with Daredevil, Daredevil has been fighting with the whole idea of being Daredevil since like I forgot what the fuck what the arc was, but it was I think it was probably like back in 2019. Since then, up until now, that whole struggle with Matt Murdock and him trying to justify being Daredevil, that's how long this has been going. It's been in the making with Chip Zdarsky.
That's why I think those
know?
two have always crossovers because they have similar like.
No, it's not because they have similar. One stands for like good, and then the other one stands for. It's kind of like the show, you know. I think that's why they work so well. It's the same way Superman and Batman always fucking fight, you know, because Batman's always wanting to be like, and then Super. You get it right.
Yeah. You're
that's
right,
why Daredevil and Punisher fucking work so well. That's why the show, the second season, was underappreciated, but also worked so well too. You know?
Well, yeah, that speech they have up in the fucking rooftop.
Yeah, exactly. And it happened in the comics, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it feels weird that Chip Zdarsky's also slowly starting to kind of like rebrand Daredevil almost. Not changing his name or anything, but he is
like
you know, coming to a realization of who he's gonna be. You know, it's
but maybe by this time, I don't know if you guys are interested in reading this new arc that Jason Aaron put out while being trade. At this point, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I know it like from what you told me, it sounds like a fucking great read. So, and Jason Aaron, you can't go wrong with Jason Aaron. So
at first, like it's very, very like it's a slow fucking like.
But those are always the best, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle with like Tom King was also kind of a slow division, you know, was also slow burn. Those always tend to be the best.
Yeah.
So,
okay, that was one of my rants. It seems like you're okay with it. I'm okay with it, as like you said, as long as they stick to it and it has like a good team behind it. So
we'll have to wait and see. Let's see what the future.
All right, here we go. The main of the potatoes.
Okay.
All right. Today was Xbox's showcase.
Yeah.
And it was disappointing.
It was a fucking snooze fest, man. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, they fucking brought their A game." They brought a lot of CGI trailers. What they brought. The only gameplay I saw was from Starfield, and we both kind of have said in the past what we thought of Starfield. Now, like I said before, just so that you wouldn't call me a hypocrite, I'm still gonna fucking play it. I'm just not excited for it at the moment. Same way that I wasn't excited for Final Fantasy 16 up until now. And I feel like that's the approach everyone should take. Because, hear me out for a second.
Okay.
You did not give a shit about Street Fighter 6 before it came out, right? You didn't really follow it. Like, you saw some trailers maybe or whatever. But, like, now you're, like, pleasantly surprised by how good it is. And so was I. And it's because I kept myself in the dark.
It's one of the reasons, right? Excuse me. You know, but the other reason is that gaming now is so fucking unpredictable. You don't know if you're gonna get a good game, a broken game, or a bad game. So it's always a fucking gamble now. Because games are fucking expensive too. You know, but it's not. Let's get back to the rant. And once I. You know, I was already done with it. Like, towards the end, it's like, there's nothing interesting.
As soon as they showed the flight simulator games, I was like, I'm done.
And I was going to get, like, to the point, like, to what my theory is of why we can't... To me, watching this showcase, like I told you, it felt so fucking familiar to the last, I would say, 5 that they had. Here's one of my theories, and you know that I came up with. I feel that Xbox / Microsoft.
It's the same thing.
I know, but I just want to,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
I feel like these dumbasses.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, man.
Haven't learned and haven't recovered what they did with the launch of the Xbox One. Okay.
I think even Phil Spencer said that. So.
Hold on. I didn't even know that. Okay,
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
but I know he's.
Let's talk about the launch of the Xbox One. They try to fucking throw the fucking the Connect down our fucking throat. Every fucking presentation's like, this new app will let you watch TV and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
And they fucked up again with saying that there's not going to be any used games. Okay?
Oh yeah, the whole DRM thing.
Yeah.
That was
even a major fucking blow to them. Okay, and
Which,
then they retracted that statement.
It's weird because that's kind of where gaming is going now with the whole cloud thing.
But these,
so they weren't far off. It's just that people weren't accepting of it then.
Yeah.
But also it's still really kind of dumb because most people still want to play games the traditional way, right? So.
But fuck you, Howard, for fucking defending them.
I wasn't defending. I'm just.
That's where it's going to now.
All right, I know you're gonna be fucking ranting now, so go ahead.
Okay. So I think those two things, fucked them up. That's why they haven't sold as much as fucking games and shit, right? And let's talk about since the launch of the Xbox One. There was Sunset Overdrive. That was a good one. But like Rise, Recore, Halo Wars 2,
Halo 5.
Halo 5, and the recent one, Redfall. There's plenty of fucking so-called, there are fucking exclusives, but the majority of them weren't fucking great. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's talk about now. Yeah, first people were excited about the Xbox Game Pass.
Okay.
Now that PlayStation and Switch has their own thing and they follow suit with it. But to me, soon enough, people are going to be tired of that shit too. The Game Pass. And here's why.
I think they're already kind of getting tired of it.
And here's why, because now they throw that shit everywhere. With the showcase, if you do that shit again, I'm going through this fucking microphone.
You have a microphone right here.
What's wrong?
Just bring it right here.
What the fuck's wrong with the way I talk? If you can hear me, you can
now
hear
I can
me.
hear you perfectly. Before I couldn't hear you.
Well, I'm doing my rant, bitch.
Okay.
Now you got me all...
Settle down, okay? You're talking about fucking Game Pass. Go ahead.
Like I said, at first people were fine with it. Okay.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, now people are getting tired of it, and here's why. I feel like behind the scenes, when they're working with these developers and whatever, I feel like hurry up and release it. Who cares? It's gonna be fucking Game Pass. I feel that's how they fucking work behind the scenes. Yeah, some of them, they feel like they keep a close eye on, like Starfield and big ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those they if you had to push it. But all the other games, like Redfall, they had to fucking put it out there. And at the same time, I feel like they knew it was gonna be a bad game. It's who cares? It might, it's gonna be in Game Pass. I feel that's what's going on behind the scenes. Like, they do care about some developers, and at the same time they don't. And that the ones that don't, is like, hurry up, release it. Who gives a fuck? It's gonna be for free. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's what I think what's going on. And so very soon, like I think you said, people are getting pissed, getting tired of it. It's gonna be known that it's not, Game Pass is not a known thing, but people want better fucking games. Make it fucking creative, new, and exciting for the people to fucking own an Xbox. Mm-hmm. That's what people want, not fucking fucking the new Metal Gear 3 is gonna be on Game Pass. Who gives a fuck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be a great game, and we're excited, but give me a reason to own an Xbox, or give me an exciting game to look at.
Right. Okay.
Like I was telling you earlier too, now that Starfield has a release date, we're not going to see it anymore. They're going to announce a big game, and that's what that big game is going to be revealed at every end of their fucking showcase.
See, I feel like you're giving them too much credit. You think they're going to release or announce another big game? I think this is it.
No, they do that, Art.
Yeah, we'll see.
So this so-called new game, they're going to fucking reveal it at each one, and we're not going to get into like fucking 5 years like how Starfield happened.
Or Elder Scrolls too.
Yeah, we haven't even get a Elder Scrolls thing. Excuse me. And here's another rant.
Oh my god, dude, I'm never gonna.
Yeah, hold on. I'm almost done.
Okay.
And I was telling you too. If look at the last showcases they have. Each one has a fucking simulator. Okay, the flying, the farmer. Every fucking one had a fucking sim, and a Forza too.
What's your theory on that? What's or are you just noticing an observation?
That and like, if you guys about fucking Bethesda, why the fuck you didn't show new games that they're working on?
Mm-hmm.
All you did was show fucking add-ons for games that people are not playing, like Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. Like, I love both. Okay, I'm not a fucking how people are. I'm only exclusive to X. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we got.
I love both, man. I love the Xbox and I love the PlayStation 5. But at this point, I'm kind of like, I want something to play in the Xbox. You know.
Yeah.
So that's my rant, and I don't know what do you got?
Okay, now you're fucking.
Yeah,
you're
I'm done.
Good now.
Let me take a breather.
Well, like it
Keep go.
it was pretty disappointing to see the showcase just because they didn't announce anything that I personally was looking forward to. Most of the shit has already been either rumored, we already saw before, like a little teaser. Anyone who I don't want to sound like the cynic anymore, but it's what I'm becoming now. I feel like I'm becoming the people that I would watch on YouTube, like, being fucking cynical about games. But look, most of this shit was CGI trailers, and I could not care less for it. Like Fable, okay, like I don't give a fuck. I see what tone they're going for, but that's all I got from it. Same thing with like was it South of Midnight? I think they called it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Show me how it fucking plays. At this point, that's what I fucking want. If you're gonna do a direct, show fucking gameplay. If you don't, I don't care. Okay, like show some in-game footage, and I know some of these they did, or show gameplay. Because otherwise, I don't give a fuck about your CGI trailers. I don't mind watching them. I'm a fan of CGI trailers, but if that's all your fucking direct is, like PlayStation was and now Microsoft, you haven't sold me on a fucking Xbox. That's what this was. It was just a fucking, and like Persona, they were showing like Persona gameplay. Like, I don't, it's whatever. I'm gonna play these games, it's fine, but like when I think of direct, I think of like, what's your fucking big hitters, man? Are you telling me your big hitters are fucking City Skylines and Forza Motorsport? Those are your fucking big hitters? Who is that appealing to except for like a small percentage of the fucking Xbox community?
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's not like, and I get it, this is similar to PlayStation, and that's why like the PlayStation showcase I was also a bit unimpressed by, you know? Like, it was good to see gameplay of Spider-Man, but I don't care until I get it in my fucking hands. Mm-hmm. So it was disappointing compared to what fucking Jeff Keighley did with the Summer Game Fest. All of it was gameplay. Everything he showed was gameplay, and I was excited about that. Like Mortal Kombat 1, fucking great. Prince of Persia, that looked cool. You see how that wasn't fucking CGI? That was just gameplay. That's what I want to see. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. With Xbox, I'm just frustrated, man. I don't want to see another fucking Halo game. I don't want to see fucking simulators or racing games. Just fucking give us something that's gonna make me want to play on your console. It's as simple as that.
Look, here's a good comparison about your CGI trailers only, and trailer and gameplay. I remember, gonna sound old, when E3 would happen, and each one had their own thing. You know, Sony had one, Nintendo had one, and Xbox. I remember each company would show a trailer and maybe 2 to 5 minutes of gameplay. What commentaries like, oh, this is what the new mechanic is, and blah blah blah. And that's where you sold people, because you had your CGI trailer, a little bit of gameplay, then maybe a release date. And that's how you sold people your game. Like, okay, I'm going to pre-order that then.
Yeah.
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the one of them. And if you're only going to show CGI the trailer, here's a good example. Everybody knows Left 4 Dead, the first one. How fucking it's a great co-op game, zombie game, whatever. It still fucking plays great. You know, it came out years ago. When they announced it on E3, and I'm not sure, but I still remember it. It was only a CGI trailer for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the only reason why they showed that is because you know what the fuck you're gonna get. It's a fucking sequel with more fucking better gameplay and graphics and whatever, you know. And you sold people with that trailer, and that was it.
Yeah.
And again, with that, I think it was only CGI. Then maybe, like, I think it was later on throughout the day they showed gameplay, but for the live coverage or whatever, they only showed the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, again, that's how you fucking sell people with it. You have a franchise behind it and a good fucking first game, and there you go. You already sold people. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get that shit. So there's the two differences. Now it's like, if they do show a CGI trailer or whatever it is, you're kind of like, is it gonna be great because it's EA?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be great because it's gonna be delayed? You know?
Everyone's talking about like Star Wars, and they're gonna show. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show like gameplay of it on Monday. So that I'm not gonna talk shit about that. That's fine. Or like Fable, for example. Like, it's just I don't know. It just doesn't. The only thing I got from it again was just like what they're going for in terms of tone. I don't see anything about the game that it makes me want to go rush over and fucking pre-order it. Not that people should be pre-ordering games anyways. I know a lot of people were like, that's a thing in and of itself that we shouldn't be doing at all. But if you're gonna make people want to go line up and buy your fucking game day one, I don't know. Like, just I either don't show anything until it's completely ready with gameplay, or just don't show anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, you're right.
And then with the whole thing with Game Pass, it kind of goes both ways too. Like, developers or Xbox is like, put it out on Game Pass. People are going to play it anyways. And I feel like that's gamers' fault too. Because most gamers now, I remember when Atomic Heart came out, and people were like, oh, it's on Game Pass? I'll give it a try. Which is a great way to give a game a chance if you're not really sure if you want to like buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they abused it too much, where they're just like, oh, I'll just wait on Game Pass. And now developers are like, well, if they're going to fucking just not spend any money on it, maybe we shouldn't really
put any
effort into it.
That's how I feel like. Like, the Payday 3 trailer just showed up, and we're making how fucking graphically bad it looks. It looks like they didn't even change or work on it. It just feels like a big fucking expansion to it.
Yeah. It's the first time that they showed, like, oh, you can play all this shit on Game Pass day one. I was like, that's fucking awesome. That's cool. But it's like, now that's their fucking tagline now.
I'm
for
telling
every
you,
game. It's like,
play
day one.
All these trailers that we saw, it ended with, you can play day one in Game Pass. Day one in Game Pass. If I was a developer making a fucking an epic of a game, let's say top tier Gears of War type of thing, you know, and Xbox says your shit's gonna be on day one, it's like, no, that doesn't give me an incentive to work hard anymore.
Yeah, because people are not gonna fucking buy it, or maybe they'll try it and they're just like, like, maybe I'll buy it when it's on sale, that's totally fine. If you want to do that too.
I feel like they should just pick and choose what's going to be in Game Pass. Not everything has to be. Because like you said, oh, I'll give it a try. Or I'll just, it's going to be in Game Pass.
Like, on one hand, it's a ballsy move to be like, Starfield's on Game Pass. Now what? Like, people were like, oh, that's fucking awesome. We get to play the biggest game on Game Pass. But it's like,
look,
I don't know. It's just
who knows? Who knows if it's going to be great? Because lately, It goes across the board. It's like, is it gonna be great? Is it gonna be broken? Does it gonna have glitches that makes the game not playable?
Yeah.
You know,
And in that case, people would be like, "Thank God I didn't spend money on it." Right, and that's.
And I think that's where it comes from too. Like we saw a video of my guy Young. Yeah, you know, he covered what?
No, go ahead.
You didn't like the way I said it?
That was a good impression.
He was covering Final Fantasy 16.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of good reception around the game. It looks fucking good. But is it Square Enix or who else is on there?
Well, Platinum Games now.
I think it was Square Enix. I think, or it's not Eidos, right?
No.
Okay. They were saying that inside of the company they're worried because the pre-orders and don't have a lot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their fault. It's just every company, video game company is, to put it lightly, they're fucking up, man. Releasing, unfinished games or fucking glitches and shit.
It's like not a lot of people are putting stock into publishers now. EA, infamous for being a company that fucking likes to infuse microtransactions into games. Ubisoft, same thing, or fucking unfinished games. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, you have Rockstar, you have From Software, you have CD Projekt Red, with the exception of Cyberpunk. They have a pretty good track record of releasing good fucking finished games. And I don't, it's kind of embarrassing that Ubisoft or EA will be like, fucking, here's the biggest Star Wars game. Like, no one gives a fuck unless it's either A, finished, and you can guarantee that, or B, there's not going to be any fucking microtransactions. Whereas Capcom can be like, here's a new fucking Onimusha game. And people will be like, great, where do I sign up for the fucking collector's edition? Because Capcom has been killing it right now. I don't think a lot of people give them credit. They've been fucking killing it.
No, yeah.
Since 2017.
Take note, motherfuckers.
They've been killing it since 2017. Since Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7, one of the rarest games where it came out and it felt like, here's $60, here's all the fucking game. None of it's locked behind a paywall, nothing. This is what you get for $60. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Devil May Cry 5. Same thing with Resident Evil 2 Remake. When you pay your fucking money for a game, you're guaranteed you're gonna get $60 worth of a fucking game. And now that shit is $70, you gotta fucking put an extra sauce on that shit.
You're right. Like I just said a minute ago, fucking take note, guys. Now, with Capcom announces anything,
Dragon's Dogma 2, Exoprimal.
Everybody's like, I'm on board. Because lately they've been fucking bringing the fucking hits in these fucking games.
Look, a lot of people want to say, they're just remaking a lot of games. Devil May Cry 5, Exoprimal, the Paths of the Goddesses that got fucking announced for Microsoft, Dragon's Dogma 2. They're just bringing out fucking games that appeal to a whole bunch of fucking Street Fighter 6. They're not just churning out the same fucking game over and over again. And if they are, they're fucking amazing anyways.
You can't say anything about that. Yeah.
Fuck, dude, even Resident Evil 3 Remake, which everyone can agree is the weakest one of all the games that they've released so far.
That's it.
But it still plays good.
Mm-hmm.
It still feels good to play. You can say what you want about how long it is or whatever, but it's not broken. Not like fucking Jedi Survivor. Mm-hmm. Everyone was all like, "Oh, fucking Starfield, you can explore all these planets." How do you know one of those planets won't fucking crash your console? Dude, I think Todd Howard said we're locking it at 30 frames per second because we want to keep all that fidelity. It's dude, damn well you can release this game 60 frames and it will still run good and look good. The only problem is that you're still using the same fucking engine since Skyrim, or even back more than that.
Mm-hmm.
It just tells me that you maybe you don't have faith in your own fucking engine, that you have to lock it at 30. This is why Microsoft is disappointing here, okay? You got a behemoth of a fucking console. All right? That is capable of doing so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 was like all this shit you get to play on the Series X and S. That's how fucking good it looks, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But clearly what they're trying to push is Starfield. That's their fucking big, like, killer app. And you're telling me on this behemoth of a console it can't run 60?
And 25 years in the making.
Why the fuck would you say that this is next gen if it still runs at 30? Or, if it still runs at 30, you can't run it at 60. And I'm not one to be like, oh, I'm elitist, like, every game needs to run at 60. If it runs at 30, that's fine. But you fuckheads have been pushing this game since I don't know how long. Okay? And now you're just like, oh, it's at 30 frames, guys. You have to understand. And, like, sounds a lot like Redfall to me. And I don't blame people for wanting to think the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I don't know.
I agree. You know? It's just, like, everyone's to blame on what's going on. Like, people don't have take a chance in games anymore, or pre-order games. Because, yeah, it's all CGI, or all CGI with a tiny little bit of gameplay. But if you have heavy hitters like Capcom and From Software and
fucking indie games too, anything that Devolver Digital puts out is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
too.
See, if they announce tomorrow that Bloodborne 2 is gonna come out and it's just a minute CGI, you fucking know
it's gonna be good.
Yes, and that's
as long as they make it run 60, which. Dude, even Bloodborne run at 30 in that game was amazing.
That's
okay?
what I'm saying. You know,
It's just,
But-
it's the content of the game that you're getting. Okay,
like
I think that's
like you
what-
said, this new Star Wars game. What's it called?
Outlaws.
Outlaws. So, it's a Star. It looks cool, but you said it's Ubisoft, and we're like, fuck.
Yeah, Ubisoft has a track record of fucking things up, man.
So there you go.
Hell, as much as I want to be excited for Prince of Persia, who knows if that game's gonna run or be finished at launch? You know, and to cap this episode off,
We're done?
no, we're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
It reminds me of what you said earlier today. It makes you pine for the fucking games like Splinter Cell Conviction, games like Wanted Dead, games like Vanquish, where, like, yeah, they're short experiences and not that long, but they're fucking good games, man. They're good fucking games. And I miss the days where you could go inside a shop, put down money, and pick up a new fucking game and walk out with it, not have to worry about a single update, a patch, whether it's going to run or be finished.
Right.
You put that shit in and you're like, well, start fucking playing. Start fucking playing. And it makes me miss those days. It's no wonder we're getting fucking like Shadows of the Dam remastered or Lollipop Chainsaw, or we got games like Wanted Dead. Because there's people who want to relive those like PS2, Xbox 360 days.
Yeah.
You know, what was it called? Fuck. Played it last year. It's the cowboy game with the
Evil West.
Evil West. Evil West has like heavy early 360 like underrated video game vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it's like, yeah, it may not win the best fucking video game award, but it's the most video game out there. You know, I miss those fucking days.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks because, like I told you, I like the big titles. Final Fantasy 16. I'm gonna play Starfield. I want to play all these big Greek games, but there's something that like fucking itches my balls about playing a fucking video game that has Wanted Dead on it, and you know that's like it's gonna be a silly goose time, and sometimes you want a silly goose time.
Yeah.
Why can't they release silly goose games, man?
I know.
That's all I fucking want is another game like that, for fuck's sake. Is a silly goose time game like The Suffering or
I just
whatever.
feel like Sony and like Xbox and all that, they're not taking chances anymore. That's why we don't get a lot of reveals and like cool fucking concepts and games like that, because I don't feel like they don't back it up anymore.
Fucking Scalebound, man. Scalebound was gonna look like, oh, this is coming from Xbox and it's a fucking exclusive. Sign me up. And then as soon as I wanted to sign up, they canceled the fucking shit. You know,
Like
it's
I'm telling you, yeah.
Look, Sony, despite what they showed in their showcase, at least they're taking fucking chances, man. They got Ghost of Tsushima. They still can do another Killzone game. They can still bring back Resistance.
Dude, we haven't had a Resistance in a while.
Did I say Sly Cooper?
No, Sly Cooper.
They can bring back Sly. They
Jack
can,
and
they can do
Daxter.
Jack and Daxter. Like, the list goes on and on for Sony. What can Microsoft bring back except for Gears of War and Halo? Fucking Blinks the cat. Like, no one gives a shit about that.
But look, with the Gears,
you know, it's
they don't fucking pump it out every year. You know, so it's like a good time to bring in the sequel. You know,
I was gonna say they're not pumping shit at all. Everyone wants a Gears of War game now.
You know, because it's been a while. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And as with Microsoft, is like, they keep bringing back Forza and simulators. Like, fuck off already, dude.
Dude, not even Sony's like, fuck, get ready, guys. Get ready for Gran Turismo. Like, everyone knows what they're excited for. Like, get ready for Spider-Man 2 or fucking this or that. Microsoft puts too much stock in these fucking car games, man. They're like, I'm sorry, they look great. It's a great way to show off how powerful your console is, but
That's it.
who the fuck wants to play a racing game? I'm sorry, but like, it's...
Like, you stupid motherfuckers, make a sequel to Sunset Overdrive 2.
Or do a remake with Dead Rising. Make that, like I said, make that an exclusive for
yes,
Xbox.
Dead Rising.
Can you imagine the people who would
And
be
guess
like...
who's behind it?
Akira Tommy.
No, dumb shit.
Oh, Capcom.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
They're a fucking no-brainer. You making fucking money.
Yeah. Or what the fuck happened to what was that game called? It's the original creator of Silent Hill. Shit. I forgot what it was called. He announced it like last year. It was a fucking survival horror game from the creator of Silent Hill.
Oh. Yeah, I know you were talking about.
It's not called Eraserhead, but it was like some head in it. Something like that.
Something.
They should have showed that, for fuck's sake.
We haven't heard shit.
It was just a reveal trailer.
Nothing. And I thought they were going to show the new game that Kojima was working for Xbox. Nothing.
You know what they said? It was like, we're working with Kojima. Fucking great. I don't give a fuck. Okay, as long as show me what the fuck you guys are working on.
Oh, but no, they announced a new fucking Xbox Series S
that nobody wants. I'm sorry, but like I get it. I get, like, if people haven't bought one, this is your chance now. That's it. That's the only people who it's for. You know, I'm starting to agree with people who say that, like, the Series S is holding back the potential of the Series X because now developers have to keep that in mind, and so it degrades like what they could possibly do with like the Series X. That's not a problem with Spider-Man 2, because Sony has said that, like, now that they're focusing exclusively on PS5, they're gonna do some shit that you're not fucking ready for, because they're harnessing the power of the fucking PS5. You can't do that with Microsoft because you got a fucking Series S. I'm starting to like...
They run differently?
You know? Well, the Series S has different specs, so it runs not as powerful as the X, to put it like in layman terms. But I'd like, who the fuck wants that? I didn't want a Series S to begin with. I just wanted the X. In the same way that I didn't want a PS5 digital, I just wanted a fucking physical. Like,
the disc version?
Yeah. Who wants that shit, man?
My friend Josh. He bought a digital. He blew
Well,
that.
he also bought a fucking PC, didn't he? So that should be his main console. I don't know, man.
All right, now let's go to the good stuff. Mortal Kombat 1. Did you get sold or no?
Yeah, I got... If like...
Did it scratch your
just
balls,
barely,
like you were saying?
it barely, like, sold me. It barely sold me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm excited for it now. But I'm not like, fucking, oh, fuck, I'm gonna go pre-order it. Like, I'm excited for it, and I'll leave it at that.
The story is what got me. You know. That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
But look, it looks good. The fatalities that we saw, fucking
yeah, but
Better
I
than
was
ever.
never worried about the fatality.
yeah.
And I was also never worried about the graphics. I knew they were going to be like top notch, you know?
It's just I don't know. Is it the fucking?
I think it's just the way that it plays, like from just someone who hasn't who've gotten their hands on it yet. It's just like, okay, it kind of looks like 11, and you just get to call in other
what's
characters.
What's that
to
shit called?
cameo assist.
Yeah.
Like that looks cool. That has a lot of potential for sure. Like that's it. I don't know. Like
Look, I like where the new story's going. That's pretty much it. But like I think that's what you said too. Is like until I get my hands on it and play it,
or at least see more of it.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna show more of it. So it's not like I'm worried for the game. It's gonna be good. But I want my excitement to naturally grow as we see more. I don't want to just be at 100 right away. Right now I'm at like a good solid 60. You know, and as we get closer, I'm sure my I'm sure my hype will also go up with it, you know. So
what else were you excited?
Alan Wake 2. I mean, for anyone who hasn't played it yet, you're fucking missing out.
Catch
on
up, man.
Or Control. Yeah, Alan Wake 2 looks really good. I'm excited for that. I don't think there's gonna be any shadow of a doubt that's gonna be a fucking fantastic game. Remedy has a good track record, so yeah, I'll be down. And it's cool that it's only digital, so that way people can just focus on paying the $60 and not have to pay $70 for. I mean, I personally would like physical. I know you do too. Actually, I think they are making a physical, but it's only through a certain company that they're doing like a special edition for. Well, other than that, it's all digital. But yeah, Alan Wake 2 looks really good. What's it? Toxic Commando, I think it was called, from John Carpenter, looks really good.
You fucker! I left, came back. You see, you missed something. Okay, what is it? And you were
That was like my Left 4 Dead 2. Having seen that's really cool to see John Carpenter be a part of a.
Well, what was your
game.
reaction? Like when you were first before the reveal, like your typical fucking.
Well, I knew that there was a collaboration with John Carpenter because they said it before. Before they were like, take a look at the trailers. Like, it's a collaboration with John Carpenter. Here's the game.
You
like,
fucking. They should just said, "Here's a new game," and wait until you show the fucking reveal.
Okay, calm down.
No, fucking dickhole.
But it looks good though. It looks like a lot of fun. It's coming out next year, so.
No, just I thought it was gonna be like. I thought they didn't say anything. They just showed it, and they showed the.
At least they didn't take your experience from it, dickhead. I still showed it to you before you knew it was John Carpenter.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought you had the same reaction, but like if they said here's something with John Carpenter.
It still looks good. It didn't kill my excitement.
No,
for
but
it.
like they should have just said anything and showed it, and boom, and like the title screen thing, and you'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like I did, because at first I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you showing me a fucking zombie game?
But then you saw John Carpenter and you lost your fucking mind.
Yeah. The only reason I lost my mind, yeah, he's a fucking cool person, but I was listening to a podcast back in December, and someone asked, like, hey, are you working, would you like to work in video games? And he kind of hinted, like, yeah, I would love to, and make my own, and look.
Yeah. No, I mean, it looks good.
You don't seem excited. I am fucking excited.
Yeah, but it's not coming out till next year, so, again.
A lot of fucking games aren't coming out till next year.
I mean, you're not wrong.
God.
But I'm hyped for it, but as you know, fucking the past has shown that these types of games always fail, so I'm hoping for the best.
Okay. It has John Carpenter, okay.
Yeah, we can't...
What?
We were just talking about how, like, we put stock in From Software and all these other companies. Now you're saying that John Carpenter by itself fucking sells it for you?
Doesn't fucking Hideo Kojima do the same fucking thing?
Hideo Kojima's made fucking games, dickhead. John Carpenter hasn't made video games.
He worked on Fear 3.
And how did that turn out?
Decent.
Did it really turn out decent?
But he wasn't hands on. I feel like he's hands on in this game. There's some that's different.
I don't know if he's on. We'll have to see what his involvement is.
He's the director. He's a composer. He's a storyteller.
Whatever, man.
Okay, what else?
Did I forget what? I forgot what else they fucking showed. It was a lot of shit. I'll say that. Oh yeah, they did show Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So that was, and it's all gonna be on 2 discs. So that's fucking cool.
Did you lose your shit?
I can't remember if I did or not. I am excited for it though. That's for sure.
Oh no shit.
You know, I know a lot of people lost their shit because no one was expecting it. So that was pretty cool. Like we talked about Prince of Persia as well. That was kind of a big surprise. Like, oh shit!
Give me what I want.
You know.
You know what I want?
What?
The fucking remake of the first one. I don't want this dumb fucking
look,
sequel.
Eric, you and your fucking remake. Okay, look, they're not gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna do it. They're not gonna follow up with it.
Give me what I want.
Just be happy with this one.
No, I'm not happy.
Oh, you're not happy, but you're gonna play it anyways, aren't you?
To be honest, no.
Oh yeah, you say that now. You say that now. I'm gonna hold you to it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Timestamp this, people. I'm not gonna play the new Prince of Persia.
Oh fuck you! You're gonna fucking
give me
play
the
it.
remake.
You're gonna play it.
Give me it.
Give me the remake.
Okay, what else?
Oh, did you enjoy the original editor
What?
of Prince of Persia? How many times did you play the original?
Sands of Time.
Yeah. How many times did you?
The PS2 version.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like
Tell me.
5 times.
You didn't fucking play it 5 times,
Yeah.
Eder. No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You played it 5 times.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah. How'd it end?
Dude, that was back in 2002.
Also, you didn't play it. You didn't play the Forgotten Sands. You didn't play the one that was just called Prince of Persia. Huh?
Which one?
You big Prince of Persia fan?
Yeah, look. Prince of Persia Sands of Time. Prince of Persia Warrior
I
Within.
know you're gonna.
Prince of Persia The Two Thrones.
Just name the fucking trilogy, Eder.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuckhead. At least this shit had a good track record. You fucking
Did it?
Yes, look it up, dickhead.
Look it up. Oh yeah. How many times did you play the second one, Eder?
Not a lot.
Okay. Well, be happy with this one. Okay.
See, that's a cool fucking trilogy right there, man.
What, the Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
The fucking Godsmack trilogy?
The second one took it to a different direction, man. They what's the word I'm looking for? They took a gamble on it, and it turned out to be fucking great. They took it like a darker tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the first one was more like a fucking Pixar type of thing and shit, and this one took it like, you know. I remember the third one got like 9s and shit. But at that point, people like how Ubisoft is fucking known. They fucking release that every year.
Right.
That's where they fuck up. Look what's going on with Assassin's Creed.
Oh, God, don't get me started on that shit, man.
Yeah, see when they announced that. So?
I don't even know when it's. I think it's coming out in October, but like it's gonna be overshadowed
By a lot of fucking games.
By a lot of games, man.
So
they should pull a Hogwarts and just release it the next year.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
All right, Two Brothers.
What else did they show, man, in the Summer Game Fest?
You don't remember?
Because the only one that stuck out was Alan Wake 2, Mortal Kombat 1, Final Fantasy Rebirth.
I'm excited for Hellblade.
I mean, so am I, man, but
it's not coming till next year. Are you gonna pull that out of your ass?
Yeah. Are you excited for fucking Elder Scrolls 6, Eder? Just because it's coming out in 5 years, I'm excited for it. Bitch. Look, the point is, just be cautious of what you buy, guys. All right, and stick to the Capcom games this year because they're great. We'll have a review for Street Fighter 6 at some point.
You should have it now. So here we go, guys.
You haven't even fucking played it yet, okay? I
the
think
fuck you
I
mean?
think I put more time into Street Fighter 6 than
What,
you
getting
have.
your fucking ass kicked online?
And what do you? Oh, let me walk around. Let me walk around the mall, the fucking strip mall. Let me go talk to people. That's what you've been doing, haven't you, Hunter?
Well,
haven't
I'm
you?
trying every fucking mode, dumbass. If we're gonna do a review, I'm not
Oh,
just
every
getting,
mode.
Yeah.
Why don't you go online?
What for?
That's a part of every. If anything, that's like the biggest part of a Street Fighter game.
No, it's not.
Yes, it fucking is.
No.
Oh, really? So in the past, what did people bought Street Fighter games for?
Story.
You're a fucking idiot, dude. Look, I will be the one reviewing Street Fighter 6, and you can just sit there with your little fucking
Okay.
stupid beard and
Mhm.
just listen, okay?
All right.
I'm not gonna review it now, but
Well, no shit.
you know you're getting on my nerves right now,
Why?
because you have your eyes closed, and you're not taking anything I'm saying seriously.
Okay.
Stop fucking closing. Open your fucking eyes.
My eyes hurt.
They don't. Oh, you know what? You know what else pisses me off?
Mhm.
You got your phone. Now you got the microphone right where you're supposed to have it. Almost at the end of the fucking episode.
Okay. Okay, I'm back.
I really wish I could punch you in the fucking dick, man.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Oh, you're fucking. You know what? We're fucking done. And
No.
No. What else do you want to say?
I just want to say.
Nope.
No, what?
You